Station gang, it's your boy Stu from Dr. Doom's Fan Club here with Surrounded by Short Boxes, the standalone spotlight. A short and sweet shout out to some of my favorite one-shot slash standalone issues of all time. Today we are talking about Moon Knight #5 from 2014. Warren Ellis writing, Declan Shalvey on art. This was another gem from the era of Marvel Now, that post Avengers vs. X-Men line-wide refresh. Marvel was experimenting with more genre-driven, self-contained, creator-led titles at the time, and Moon Knight fit that mold perfectly. It is highly stylized, brief, and bold. Now, Ellis's arc only runs from issues 1 to 6, but each one of these is kind of like a self-contained one-shot story, new take each issue. They are all super accessible and easy to pick up and read, so highly recommend any and all of these issues. At this point in time in 2014, Warren Ellis is a well-established figure in comics with classics like Transmetropolitan, Planetary, and of course The Authority. His Moon Knight run was a prestige guest arc, and this really speaks to his growing interest at the time in tight, high-concept storytelling after kind of stepping back from mainstream superhero books in the late 2000s. He would repeat this formula to similar success for Marvel on books like Next Wave and Karnak, which are both incredible, and I highly recommend reading as well. This run was a career-defining moment for both Declan Shalvey and Jordie Bellaire. Shalvey's clean line work is super sharp, super lean, and man, his electric, kinetic, incredible action sequences here demonstrate a crazy command of space. Jordie Bellaire's colors give each issue of this run a unique palette, and the decision to use that stark white, the absence of every other color but white when it comes to Moon Knight, is just brilliant throughout this run. I love the oppressive grays and browns and yellows in this issue, punctuated with the reds which mirror the issue's title in Scarlet. Makes everything sing together in such a beautiful way. So this issue is a nearly wordless 20-page tour de force. It drops Mark Spector into a single location action gauntlet, and our stakes are simple. A girl has been kidnapped by a gang. They're all holed up in a fortified apartment complex. Enter the Fist of Khonshu, baby. This time clad in his stark white Mr. Knight suit, and he scales the building floor by floor in brutal, surgical fashion to retrieve our damsel in distress. The Mr. Knight look was first conceived of during another Warren Ellis one-shot. Secret Avengers number 19 with Michael Clark is when that first debuted. So Shalvey took that look and really built upon it, stylized it more, made it more of a suit, and more of a complete look for him. And then, of course, we saw it later adapted on Disney Plus in the MCU show.
Oi, Steven, what the hell are we wearing?
Don't know. She said I needed a suit.
Yeah, the ceremonial armor from Khonshu's temple, not Psycho Colonel Sanders.
Well, I don't know how any of this shit works, man. I do look sharp, though.
This issue is a single continuous action sequence, and Shalvey renders it with spatial clarity and rhythmic pacing. Spectre dispatches the bad dudes with calculated precision. What I love most about it is that each floor serves as a mini set piece. We got a different goon and a different means of pain and punishment being doled out by the Fist of Khonshu. Shalvey would later note on his own blog that the action classic The Raid was a huge inspiration for the issue, and clearly you can see that as Moon Knight fights his way through these tight spaces. Also, I was reminded of the Carl Urban Dread movie as he brutally makes his way up the floors of a gang-controlled apartment complex. Here we have no subplot, no expository detours, just a mission, movement, mayhem, momentum. What's another M?
Murder.
This is a beautifully rendered, violent ballet bathed in Jordie Bellaire's bold colors and Shalvey's architectural paneling. Highlights for me include Ellis's dialogue from Mr. Knight the whole issue through. Nothing but sardonic wit, gusto, and next level shit talking as he dismantles this entire building top to bottom. I also got to shout out this Morris Day and the Time looking fool with the two Bowie knives. And also, man, the interaction when he finally rescues Scarlet between Scarlet and the Spectre is beautiful. But the icing on the cake has got to be how he dispatches the one bad guy who got away, who you forgot all about, or almost forgot all about. That is until Moon Knight drops his Predator drone down on top of him as he tries to escape on the rooftop. Our issue ends as Mr. Knight approaches this mangled pile of limbs and tells him to warn his buddies, when you see me coming, run. This one is a stylish, stripped down banger from a run of incredible standalone issues that really is square one for a modern day renaissance for the Fist of Khonshu. Highly recommend any of the Moon Knight runs from the 2000s, whether it's Charlie Huston and David Finch's brutal run on the character, of course, Warren Ellis and Shalvey here. Jeff Lemire and Greg Smallwood also did an incredible run. Smallwood's art, they get trippy and spacey. It's just gorgeous. And Jed McKay and Alessandro Capuccio's recent time on the character is also fantastic. So all great, all worth your time, all worth a read if you get the chance. But that's it for this episode of SDS, the standalone spotlight. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, make sure you're subscribed to Dr. Doom's fan club with those notifications on so you don't miss out on any more great comic book content. Until next time, gang, station.